Hey guys, welcome back to another video. As you can tell by the title, this is a Q&A about my gut healing journey. This is a highly requested video. I've been getting so many questions about this topic. So yeah, I look different. Got the hair locked up. Just started about 2-3 days in, so we're gonna get into that in another video, but let's get into it. So the number one, this is working my nerves. So the number one question I've been getting is what made me start, like what prompted me to start the gut healing journey. So last year I did a video where I posted about my gut healing journey. We're right at the 1 year mark now. I was having severe stomach pain to where anything that I eat was literally making me sick. I felt nauseous all the time. I always had a headache. When I would eat foods, like everything would feel like it's just sitting in my chest and not going down. I started to lose weight because my food just was not digesting, and I knew something was wrong. I was going to the doctor, and the doctor was saying, "Oh, you're fine." We took blood work. Nothing seems to be the problem, but I knew for certain that it was something wrong with me. So I found this doctor online, as I said in the previous video, Dr. Zachary Cole. If you look up Zachary Cole, Cole, I believe he's in Pennsylvania, but don't quote me on that. I think he's in Pennsylvania, but if you type in his name the exact way I just spelled it on YouTube or on Google, it'll come right up. I reached out to him. He had a special going on at the time to do a consultation where they get on the Zoom call with you and ask you about your symptoms, tell him about your lifestyle, foods you eat, things you normally do, what you're feeling. And during that call, he told me what he suggested that I do, because he had previously, the reason why I even found him is because I seen his story online about the exact symptoms that I had already had, and he was having the same. So he gave me the layout of the protocol of what I should do, and he suggested that I do a stool test. In the stool test, they send you a kit to your home. At the time when I did it, the stool test was $600. It was $600, and it was not covered by my insurance. Your insurance may cover it, so you might want to check that out. If not, it is $600. Well, it was $600. I don't know how much it is now. You might want to check into that, but it was $600 at the time that I did it. They sent a sample kit to my home, had to poop in it, send it off to the lab. Once you send it off to the lab, he sends the results back. No, he don't. He sends the results back to you, but he also sends a link to you with a video explaining what everything meant. My results were severely off the chart. I had a gluten allergy. I had H. pylori, which was extremely high. I also had candida. Candida is like an overgrowth of yeast and bacteria in your gut. My candida had got so bad to the point where my skin was starting to break out anytime I ate anything sweets, including fruits. So it was pretty bad. So what he suggested was, I told him that I had tried to stop eating meat at that time because I felt like the meat was the issue and why I wasn't being able to process food. But he suggested that I continue to eat meat, but to eat pasture-raised, grass-fed, high-quality meats. Because when you eat those meats, you still need those digestive enzymes from the meats in order for your food to digest it properly. Of course, I didn't listen to that. I just didn't want to eat no meat. But I did still continue to eat fish, wild caught, salmon. But I wasn't eating the meats. I just wasn't. Like I felt like the meats was making me sick, so I didn't eat the meats. But I did do the naturopathic antibiotic pills that he gave. There was also like a digestive enzyme supplement powder that you put into water and drink, and there was another 3-pack of pills that I took. And when I say even after 1 week of taking the 2 sets of pills and the powder and changing my diet. I kept the salmon, cut out all processed foods. So if it came in a pack, it wasn't freshly made, it had extra ingredients in it, I did not eat it, because those things, when your food is being processed through a factory, a lot of shit goes into it, and we don't even know that it goes into it, and it has an effect on our digestive system. And so I cut all of that out. Once I cut all of that out, took the pills, and started drinking celery juice, I instantly saw a change. I instantly got rid of the brain fog. Man, I know, like some of y'all in the comments saying that y'all have brain fog, your stomach hurt, you have all the same symptoms. Listen to me. Celery juice is your first step. It's nasty at first, but you get used to it. Try use some celery juice. Also, hit up Dr. Cole. This ain't sponsored. He don't pay me nothing for this. I'm just telling you my experience with what I had to do. Another question I got was, what were my symptoms? My symptoms for me to start was extreme brain fog. Like I said, couldn't digest my food. My food, anything I ate would just sit in my chest, like literally just sit in my chest. What else? I was tired all the time. Like, I could not get enough sleep. I would literally sleep all night and wake up and still be tired. Like, that's not normal at all. If you get 8 hours of sleep, there is no reason why you should be waking up still tired. Anxiety. I was feeling sad all the time. My skin was breaking out. I was losing weight. I'm like, nah, something gotta shake. This ain't working. So those are my symptoms. I'm pretty sure I had more, but I can't think of them right now. Yeah. So people keep asking me, what did I take? Those, if you check out my previous video when I list all the supplements, I'll put the link to that video down below. I listed all the supplements that I took. And I don't know if you can find these supplements on Google, but if you go through him, he'll send you a link. He'll send you a link in order for you to purchase these products through the link that he sends. I can't give the link. I don't know any other way, but I'm sure there's an option for you to find them on Google. But I have a picture of each and every product that he suggested to me in that video. Y'all just have to click the link to that video. What else happened? That bone broth as well. I mentioned bone broth in that video. That bone broth, you need to be drinking it before every single meal. The bone broth is going to help seal the lining of your gut. What's happening with H. pylori is a gut infection. So it's causing your gut to malfunction, and you're not properly receiving all your nutrients through your diet. So it's making you feel sick. It's making you feel tired. It's cutting holes through your gut lining. Once those holes are cut through your gut lining, the food and particles is going through your bloodstream. It's not good. That's what's causing you to be sick. All that food going into your bloodstream, it's not supposed to. It's not supposed to. So we gotta do better. And we got to cut out the processed foods. Like all these hot dogs with cheese on them. All these French fries with bacon bits, all processed foods. You got to cut the processed foods. Like, you got to cook at home. When you are trying to heal your gut, you have to eat 90% of your meals at home. You can't, I learned during the process that I couldn't eat any raw vegetables, like salads or any raw broccoli. It had to be cooked because my stomach couldn't tolerate anything that was raw at the time. But I can say now, like how I'm feeling now, everybody's asking me what I feel now. I feel a million times better. What I felt last year at this time is nowhere near how I feel now. I have energy every single day. I am able to eat things that I wasn't able to eat then, because I went strictly gluten-free, dairy-free, no meats, no processed. Like anybody around me, you can ask them, they would be like, damn, you don't eat nothing. It's not that I don't eat nothing. I'm in the process of trying to heal myself. And if I'm trying to heal myself, let me tell you something. I'm going to do whatever it takes to make sure I'm feeling good, because when I don't feel good, I can't function. So I cut all of that out. And I still ate, like I said, I still ate wild caught salmon as a meat. But I had to learn ways in the vegetable community to implement my protein, because once I started, I didn't continue to lose more weight. I just plateaued and I wasn't gaining weight back. But now I can start to see the fatty muscles coming back. I'm able to, I don't eat gluten, but if I'm out at a restaurant and they have like a biscuit, I might try like a half a biscuit and it won't hurt my stomach as it did before. I don't eat any gluten pasta because gluten pasta really kills it for me. I try all gluten-free pasta. It is a different taste. Let me tell you, the taste in gluten-free pasta is completely different from any pasta you've ever tried. And it's going to have to be something you get used to. Gluten-free bread. I try to get my sister to try gluten-free bread all the time. She's like, no, that's nasty. There's a ton of different gluten-free breads out there. You just have to find the ones that work for you best. Like, they all taste different. The one that I have found that tastes the best for me is Base Culture. They are sold in Whole Foods. I think some Publixes. And if you have a Kroger near you, I think they sell some of the flavors there. They have a bunch of different flavors. They have sourdough. They have cinnamon raisin, cheese bread. The only ones I've tried is sourdough and cinnamon raisin. All that other riffraff, that's where it started to become processed. Like, when I'm shopping for my food, I'm looking at ingredients in every single thing. Like, it could say organic on it and they be lying. It don't be organic. You check the ingredients, ain't nothing in the ingredients organic. So be more cautious and intentional when you're doing your grocery shopping for your foods that you're going to be cooking at home by looking at the ingredients. Because, listen, in America, I know everybody on here may not be watching from America, but in America, it's a whole bunch of ingredients in there that we shouldn't even be consuming. We shouldn't even be consuming as humans, but they still going to let us eat it and let us get sick. And let us just keep marinating on cancer. That's just how that works. Like, the products that they use in our foods cause cancer in our bodies. And what can we do besides try to be intentional in every single thing we eat? Another thing is, people always say, I just want to cut out meats. I just want to cut out meats. I'm not going to tell you to cut meats unless that's something you want to do. If you're going to eat meats, I say you should eat high quality meats. You should eat pasture-raised chicken, pasture-raised organic meats. If you're going to eat eggs, pasture-raised organic eggs, because you don't want to eat meats that come from animals where they've eaten antibiotics or soy and corn and things that our bodies just cannot naturally process well. So when the animals eat that stuff and then you go and buy that cheap meat at the store, you're consuming that too. A lot of animals get a lot of antibiotics to keep them from getting infections so that they can grow faster in the breeding, herding process when they're out in these fields, farms. And once you get that chicken and you eat it, you got antibiotics in your body too. The antibiotics is really another thing that really rips up our gut lining. Like, prior to me having my gut issues, I was put on antibiotics for 2 weeks. After that, it was like a downhill spiral for me. So I would highly suggest you eat quality meats. If you're gonna eat beef, eat grass-fed meats. Grass-fed or organic. That's just what it is. It costs a little bit more, but your health is worth more than what the money can be spent on it. I would just say try to budget more. Cut out something else that will allow you to spend more on your foods. And you know, it's hard. It's hard when, especially when you've been eating a certain way all your life, to change now. It's gonna be challenging. It's gonna be tough, and a lot of days you're just not gonna feel like cooking. I would suggest meal prepping. Meal prep, meal prep, meal prep. And in the beginning, in the very beginning, especially when I started the pill protocol that he gave me, it was tough. Like, the die-off symptoms of everything that's in your body, it causes you to still feel sick. You still feel sick in the very beginning because your body is trying to get accustomed back to what it used to be. So when everything is dying off and trying to rebuild, you're still gonna feel sick. What else do I have? Let me see. I think that may be it. Hold on, y'all. All right, y'all. So somebody also asked me how many times a day that I take the pills. Everything that I got, the supplements, everything I got was once a day. Once. To spread it out for me, I took 1 pill in the morning. I took the supplement midday, the powder supplement midday, and the 3-pack at night, because I felt like the 3-pack at night that did the most work. So I wanted to take it at night to allow it to work properly in my body. Also, the other thing that I added to my regimen was a probiotic. I never taken a probiotic before. You need a probiotic in order for your microbiome to be balanced. So I started to take a probiotic every single morning, and that, baby, is the life. It's the life changer for you. Another thing that people really do not talk about: poop. You gotta be pooping every single day, honey. If you are not pooping, I don't know what you're doing. You got toxic waste just built up in that colon, ready to create disease. So you need to be pooping every day. If you are not pooping every day, that means you need to eat more fiber-filled foods. You have to eat more fiber-filled foods, like, because you need to poop. Like, what are we doing if we're not pooping? Anyways, just a quick synopsis of how my days usually go for me continuing on my gut journey. When I first wake up, hot lemon water. I boil me some water, squeeze a whole lemon in there, 16 ounces. You could do more. Sometimes you may need 24, but I do 16 ounces of warm lemon water on the wake up. As soon as I wake up, that's what I drink. After that, I take my probiotic. After that, I take that probiotic, drink my celery juice. Y'all see my skin, right? Clear. Celery juice and water. After I drink that celery juice, I'll have my breakfast. For me, your body is still waking up and trying to still digest from last night. So I eat fruit. First thing I eat in the morning is a whole papaya. When I first started eating papaya, I did not like it. I didn't like it, but it's good for your gut and it's healing to your insides. Listen, when you're going through a healing journey, some things you ain't gonna like, and you just gotta fight through it. Now I love me some papaya. I get me a whole papaya from the farmers market every single week. I buy 4 to 5 at a time so I can have one every single day. And I take the seeds out, I slice it up, and I eat the whole thing. The whole thing. Okay? After I have my papaya, then I'll have my breakfast. Breakfast just depends on what I'm feeling for the day. I'll be doing what I eat in a day video real soon, so y'all can give you some ideas on what you should eat on a gut healing journey. After I eat my breakfast, I get me 32 ounces of water. Drink that within the next 2 hours. After I drink that water, I'll probably have my lunch around 1-2 o'clock. I'll eat my lunch. No, if I don't have me a smoothie before my lunch, I have a wild blueberry. So in my smoothies, I drink wild blueberries, strawberries, a frozen banana, and I put spirulina, barley grass roots, hemp seed for protein, especially if you vegan, and I put coconut water. Sometimes I put a date. I used to put a date, but I don't put a date anymore because I feel like the date was making it way too sweet for me, so I cut the date out. But dates are really good for your digestion. And aloe vera juice in my smoothie. I put 2 ounces of aloe vera juice in my smoothie every single day. Put aloe vera juice in your smoothies. It's going to change your life. So if I don't have my smoothie before my lunch, I'll have it after my lunch. And then I'll have dinner. I try to have dinner before 8 o'clock because I'm going to bed at 9:30. 9:30, 9:45, 10 o'clock. I'm in my bed. So you don't want to get in the bed with full stomach, because for me, if I get in the bed on a full stomach, I'm going to have heartburn. I'm going to feel that food just jostling up at me like a little baby. So I want my food to be digested before I get in the bed. And and I have tea at night. I have water and tea at night. The kind of tea that I typically have is dandelion, because dandelion is good with inflammation. It helps to decrease inflammation within your body. Or I'll have peppermint tea, which is also good for digestion. So that's what my day look like with food. I don't really eat. I don't really snack. If I snack, it's on an orange, a pear, a kiwi. I'm not a snacky girl. Like, that's where we have to cut out too. You have to cut out the snacks. Like, we don't need the snacks. You're not hungry, sis, sir. You're not hungry. You're just not fully getting your nutrients from your meals that you feel like you're hungry. Stop snacking. I'm talking to you. Why you still snacking? You don't need it. I promise you, you don't need it. So cut the snacks out. But I think that's all. I think that's all the questions I had. I think that covers everything. If I didn't, let me know. Let me know down below. I'll try to answer in the comments. Sometimes I just can't get to everybody, so I said I was just gonna make a video. And let me know how your H. pylori gut healing journey is going. If you don't want to use Dr. Cole, let me know who you do use and how it's working out for you. But I say you have to be consistent, persistent, and willing to cut all that stuff out from your past life. All that processed food, you gotta cut it out. Cut it out. Cut it out. Okay? So go ahead and smash this Go ahead and smash that like button if this video was helpful. Comment down below anything that you want me to answer going forward. And go ahead and turn on them post notifications so you can be notified the next time I drop a video, which will be soon. What I eat in a day and how and why I started my life journey. So y'all, thank y'all for watching. Peace.